Welcome to Dr. CM Edcast, your go-to resource for medical learning. Through discussions, case studies, tutorials, and debates, we help you learn, grow, serve.
All right, let's follow a single bite of food on its incredible journey. It's something we all do, every single day, without ever really thinking about it. But from the moment food passes your lips, it kicks off this hidden world of unbelievably complex mechanics and chemistry.
So, have you ever really stopped to think about what it takes to swallow? I mean, really think about it. It's so much more than just chewing and gulping. It is a perfectly orchestrated performance, a biological ballet that, literally keeps us alive. So where does it all start? With the grind, right? The technical term is mastication, or what you and I just call chewing. And while it feels like you're in complete control, it's actually this incredibly intricate process of mechanical deconstruction that sets the stage for everything else. And this first step is so much more than just chomping your food into bits. By breaking it all down, you're massively increasing the surface area, which gives your digestive enzymes a huge head start. You're also protecting the delicate lining of your gut from getting scratched up. And of course, this is where you mix it all with saliva, turning it into this neat, lubricated package called a bolus, all while finally getting to taste your food.
Speaking of saliva, it is a total unsung hero here. It's way more than just water. Think of it as a sophisticated chemical welcome party for your food, kicking off digestion and protecting you before you even think about swallowing.
And here's where all that saliva comes from. Think of these as the three major production factories in your mouth: the parotid, submandibular, and sublingual glands. And get this, together they can crank out up to 1.5 liters of this stuff every single day. That's a lot.
So how do they make this stuff? Well, it's this really cool two-stage process. First, these little cells pump out a basic fluid that's actually a lot like our blood plasma. But then, as that fluid travels through all these tiny ducts on its way to your mouth, your body actively modifies it. It literally fine-tunes the chemical recipe on the fly.
Okay, this is where it gets really fascinating. We're zooming in to the microscopic level here. As that initial fluid flows along, your body starts pulling sodium and chloride out of it. And at the exact same time, it's pushing potassium and bicarbonate in. That exchange is what makes saliva so special, and that bicarbonate is absolutely crucial for neutralizing acids and protecting your teeth.
And get this, it's not even a constant formula. This graph shows something amazing. The speed at which you're salivating actually changes its chemical makeup. If you're really drooling over something delicious, the saliva flows so fast, there's less time for that ion swap. The result? The final product is much closer to that initial plasma-like fluid. It's a dynamic system that responds in real time.
So you put it all together, and what have you got? Well, saliva is a serious multitasker. It's protective, washing away bacteria and food bits. It's digestive, with enzymes that start breaking down carbs right there in your mouth. It's a lubricant, helping you talk and swallow smoothly. And you wouldn't even be able to taste anything without it, because it acts as the solvent that lets flavors dissolve and hit your taste buds. But of course, this whole system isn't just on autopilot. Something has to be in control, right? And that's what we're looking at here, the command center. This is the complex nerve network that acts like the on switch. The second you see, smell, or even just think about food, this system fires signals to the glands telling them to get to work. It is a direct line from your brain to your mouth. All right, so the food's been chewed, it's mixed with saliva into that little package called a bolus. Now it's ready for the most dangerous part of the whole trip, the swallow. This isn't just letting something slide down your throat. It's a high-speed, high-stakes, perfectly coordinated reflex.
There's actually a technical name for this, It's called deglutition, and it's the perfect example of a handoff. It's where your conscious, voluntary action meets a powerful, completely automatic reflex that you have no control over. You start the swallow, but your body finishes it.
And that handoff happens in 3 distinct phases. First, there's the part you control, the oral phase, where you use your tongue to push the food to the back of your throat. But once it hits a trigger point, bang, the pharyngeal phase kicks in. It's involuntary, it's unstoppable. After that, the esophageal phase takes over, also involuntary, to see the food the rest of the way to the stomach.
And this right here, this is the make or break moment. This is how your body makes sure that bite of food goes down the right pipe and not into your lungs. In a split second, your soft palate lifts up to block your nose, and this little flap called the epiglottis folds down like a trapdoor, perfectly sealing off your windpipe. It is an amazing, non-negotiable safety feature.
So you see the physical parts moving, but what's telling them to move? It's this complex neural program, like a bit of software running in your brainstem.
The moment food hits those receptors in your throat, signals shoot to the swallowing center of the brain, which then unleashes this perfectly timed cascade of commands to every muscle involved. The whole thing, start to finish, takes maybe 1 or 2 seconds. It's incredible.
I mean, when you think about how complicated and fast this all is, it's pretty amazing that it works so flawlessly, right? Almost every single time. But what happens when it doesn't? Because with a system this intricate, things can and do go wrong.
Well, here are just a few examples of what can happen. Dysphagia is the catch-all term for having trouble swallowing. Then you've got things like achalasia, where the valve to the stomach just won't open up to let food in. And of course, there's reflux, something many people are familiar with, where stomach acid comes back up. Each of these conditions just goes to show how critical every single step of this process really is.
So when you really break it down, something as simple as taking a bite of food, it's not simple at all, is it? It's this incredible subconscious ballet of muscles, nerves, and chemical factories all working in perfect harmony. It is a process that is so much more amazing than we ever give it credit for, and it's happening inside you right now.